Hello all. Today we are gonna discuss on the problem longest substring without repeating characters on Leetcode. Given a string S, find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. So we will be provided with a string and we have to find longest substring without repeating characters. Let's look into some examples. So here the string S is given as ABC, ABC, BB, and the output is 3. The reason why the output is 3 because the longest substring's length is 3. So we can take A, B, C. This is one of the longest substrings. And if we try to take A, B, C, A, here A is repeating twice, right? So this is not acceptable. This is not the correct answer. So here ABC is one other longest substring. So the maximum length of the substring is 3. So hence the output is 3. So the answer is ABC with the length of 3. This is the first example. Now in second example, the input is B, 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 B. If we take any two consecutive letters, it's repeating. So we can't consider any of these. So the longest substring's length is 1 only. The answer is B with the length of 1. Okay, fine. Now the next example. P W W K E W. Okay. Can you guess what is the length of the longest substring? If we take PW, the length of the substring is 2. If we take PWW, here W repeats twice, so this can't be considered into the case. And if we take WKE, it is 3, right? And we can't consider WKEW because W is repeating twice. And KEW, so this can be considered with the length 3. So the maximum length is 3. The answer is WKEWKE with a length of 3, or this can also be considered as KEW also. But the first occurred substring is WKE. That's what given here. Notice that the answer must be a substring. PWKE is a subsequence and not a substring. So what they have mentioned here is substring is something that should be consecutive. So if we take PWWK, it is it is a consecutive substring, but here W is repeating, right? So in order to take a substring, it should be consecutive like this. And if you just try to omit PW WKE, and if you try to omit the W just here present in the middle, then it is not a substring because that's not consecutive, right? So a substring is something that is consecutive in nature. Okay, now let's proceed with the implementation part. Okay, we are provided with a class solution and we are provided with a method long length of longest substring, and the return type is given as integer, and also we are given with the string yes. Okay, in this implementation we are going to use a hash set. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a sliding window concept, which is like a two pointer approach. So for this, I'll just initialize two variables, that is start, that is initialized to 0, and end, that is also initialized to 0. Initially, both these start and end variables will be pointed at the beginning of the string. For example, if my string is ABC, ABC, BB, then both the start and end will be pointing in this letter A, which is the initial point of the given string. Okay, once we initialize both these start and end, we have to initialize the maximum length. So the maximum length is nothing but we are yet to start now. So for this, the length will be initialized to 1, which means, see, consider a case like this. What would be the maximum length? It will be 1 only, no? Okay, if in case there is no such characters given, but simply we are provided with double quotation. What does it mean? It is an empty string. So in order to handle that case, we can have something like math dot minimum of, that is math dot min function of the length of the string, right? And then 1. So in case if the string is empty, it automatically gets the GTH, sorry, it automatically assigns the value of string dot length as 0, else it will assign the value of 1. So we're just getting the minimum value. I'm going to define my hash set, that is set of, I'm dealing with characters, right? So it is character, this should be in and let us name our hash set as scene, that is new hash set. Yeah, done. Now I'm going to have a while loop. The reason behind that is I need to check whether this end is less than the string's length. This end should be less than s dot length in order to avoid array index out of bounds error. While end is less than s dot length, I'm just declaring a character C which will hold the value of the character that is in the end position. Character C is equal to s dot character end. Okay, now I have C which holds the character that is present in the end position. Okay, and while when this particular character C is already present in this scene hash set, then what should I do? Initially, we will not be having that, but after the first iteration, we may get to have that. What does it mean? It means that there is a repetition of character. So, in such case, the scene dot contains is the method that is used to check whether it is present in the hash set or not. While this scene hash set contains this C, then what should I do? I'm just going to remove the element that is present in the start, and then I'm going to increment the start. So this is the concept of sliding window. Okay, the end will be as it is, but the start will be removed, and then the start index will be incremented further. So scene dot remove of, I'm going to remove the character at start and increment start. This while loop executes only when the character is repeating again. If the character is not repeating, I'll simply add it to the hash set. So scene dot add of C. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to calculate the window size. So window size is nothing but end minus start plus 1. Since we are starting from the index 0, here we are adding it with 1, else it would be like n minus start. Okay, so the window size is n minus start plus 1. After this, we are going to calculate the maximum length, which I have already initialized here, right? Maximum length. Okay, maximum length is nothing but uh, it would be the window size or the maximum length itself. The reason why I'm saying maximum length is in case of like such repetitions, we'll be having only one as our maximum length. So that is the reason why we include maximum length. So this would be math dot max of max length comma window size. We are going to pick up the maximum value. Okay. obviously the probability of getting this would be higher compared to max length in the case of various examples like the first one, the third one, this one. So yeah, and once we're done with this, we will increment the end. Why we are incrementing the end? That is to find if there exists some other longest substring without any repetition. Okay, and finally I'm going to return the maximum length. So this is the code. Now let's just run it. Okay, I get some error here. Oh, sorry, I have returned it out of the method. So I have to return here. Return max length. Sorry for the confusion. Yeah, the code is accepted. Now let's submit this. Yeah, the code is accepted successfully. And yeah, this is how it works. I hope you would have understood the logic behind this. Thank you.